This just in. The Bills beating the Jets. The Bills at home 27-17 over the Jets. The Jets already being named possibly the worst team in the NFL. Possibly not. We'll see. Packers on the road against the Vikings, getting it done 43-34 over the Vikings. Aaron Rodgers, wow, 4 touchdowns in the air. It took him a while to get going, but once he got going, boy, did it look special. The crowd noise wasn't a factor, and it just looked like it was a perfect scripted, passing plays out there for Aaron Rodgers. He was very comfortable. You can catch him on Tuesdays on the Pat McAfee Show now as well. And so a little football talk from off the field as well. And you could just really see that maybe the Packers should have given him a first-round wide receiver like he had been asking for. Maybe we might be seeing something even more special. But as of now, just an amazing feat already for the Packers. Hopefully they can keep that going. Eagles losing to the Washington football team on the road in Washington, and the score 27-17. Ron Rivera having to take an IV at halftime just to keep coaching in the second half, of course, going through the cancer treatments. It was surprising that the Washington football team won this, but they're trying to start a new clean slate in there in Washington on all kinds of, as far as their name, as far as their culture. And, they were just able to come out with the win, the W, there in Washington, as far as this new era for the Washington football team. Browns, Ravens coming out on top 38-6, and Lamar Jackson not missing much of a beat from last year. You could be looking at a possible another, MVP kind of like season out of Lamar Jackson. Just an amazing athlete. Doing great. This team looks good. Hopefully making a Super Bowl run. They are thinking. Colts on the road against the Jaguars. Colts, Phillip Rivers just looked flat. Did not look good. Couple interceptions did Phillip Rivers. Looking like the Phillip Rivers from the Chargers, really, of the last couple of years. Not doing so good. And then the Jacksonville Jaguars, Gardner Minshew II, looking like he did last year, which was good. Very good. And surprising to say that, especially playing a team like the Colts with a little bit of more prestige, and the Jaguars letting go of so many players. It was amazing to see that Gardner Minshew is still that leader, and still out there slinging it and doing great. Wow, that'll be interesting to see moving forward if he can continue that. The Las Vegas Raiders on the road in Carolina, beating the Panthers 34-30. Derek Carr had a great game. They started out, it looked like they were gonna, have control of this game. They were winning. They were in the driver's seat. Carolina Panthers, they started to come back. They had control, and then there at the end, the Raiders came back and won it. So it was like a back and forth battle. Both teams were in it. It seemed like the whole time. The Bears, the Lions, the Bears coming out with the victory, 27-23 over the Lions. The Lions were at home, and Matthew Stafford didn't have as good as I thought he would. But the run game did pretty well with Adrian Peterson. Truly, the Bears coming out victorious because Mitch Trubisky, the quarterback who I thought would have a bad day, had a good day. So, shout out to Mitch Trubisky and the Bears getting that done yesterday. The Seahawks and the Falcons, 38-25 over the Falcons. The Seahawks on the road getting the W. And wow, Russell Wilson, just like Aaron Rodgers, what a performance. 4 touchdowns. I think he was telling the team, Pete Carroll and everybody, hey, you guys got to give me more control of this offense. I can be like Tom Brady, Drew Brees out there. Give me more control. Let me check to what I see more and throw what I'm comfortable with. And that certainly showed out there. And just great for Russell Wilson having an MVP kind of season. And boy, is he making a run for that. Could be back in the Super Bowl runnings as well. Look out for that whole division. Look out for them. Okay, Dolphins, Patriots. Dolphins losing by 10 on the road, 11-21. Cam Newton, what a game, rushing 15 times for 75 yards And, he didn't throw much down the field. The Dolphins knew what they were doing game plan wise. We were in it. It was just that they were still doing it pretty good. And the fact that on our offense, Fitzpatrick and the receivers messing up a few times, there was a few interceptions. One, the receiver fell down, but there was still a question as to whether Fitz should have thrown that pass as well. And there was other interceptions there was no excuse on. So the question lingers there, I think, for every Dolphin fan and others. When will Tua start? But Fitzmagic still got a little bit in the tank. Will he start again? I don't know if it's still too early or not to take him out. It's still early in the season as well. Something to keep an eye on, I guess, moving forward, especially as a Dolphin fan. But, I feel like we could have done better, especially without the turnovers, and then possibly coming out with a victory there on the road, but it didn't happen. So we play them twice a year every year. I expect to play them better next time. Chargers, Bengals. Chargers getting the victory, 16-13. Rookie Joe Burrow with the Bengals, doing some play calling and check-in. So it was nice to see the Rook have control of his team already like that and feeling comfortable. He had a rushing touchdown, hasn't thrown for a touchdown pass yet in the NFL. And, he hasn't got his first victory, which would have been nice. Rookies coming in 0-12-1 here the last few years and more. So really crazy thing. Would have been nice for him to have, but the Chargers stealing that one away from him, 16-13. Cardinals, 49ers. I call this one. Cardinals winning this one, 24-20. Kyler Murray is my fantasy league quarterback. So if it sounds personal, that's why. Okay, Kyler gonna have a great year, and he's showing why so far. And in his second year, blossoming, I think even more. So I'm happy for him. Has a great receiver in DeAndre Hopkins, 14 receptions for over 150 yards, and just expect that division to be a hard one for anyone. The Niners coming off their Super Bowl run, they're still looking like a strong team. It was a good fought game, so I think it's just going to be tough. Moving forward, Buccaneers, Saints. Tom Brady was surprised with the 2 interceptions, but he threw 2 touchdowns as well. I think he's going to be working on those interceptions to try to slow him down. He don't want to throw 30 like Jameis Winston did for the Bucs the year before. So he'll definitely be working on that. The Saints, Drew Brees just had his number this time. They seemed to be at home, comfortable, and just was really in control. Not much Tom could have done about it other than do better. And as a new quarterback with a new team, new receivers, new chemistry, you gotta expect that it's gonna take a little time for them to get it all together, and hopefully in time for them. Okay, now Cowboys, Rams getting their first W in SoFi Stadium, and it was a surprising one, but still the Rams getting it done, 20-17 over the Cowboys. Steelers on the road against the New York Football Giants tonight, Monday Night Football. I'm staying with the Steelers, and then the Titans over the Broncos on the road, getting it done. I'm going to stay with the Titans tonight. Ryan Tannehill, Henry out of the backfield. I like the chances there. So yeah, this has been a great first week of NFL football, and can't wait for more. Stay tuned and like, subscribe, share, follow on the Facebook, and I appreciate it if you listened here throughout the whole thing. Tell a friend if you want. Make sure and tune in till next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.